Howdy YouTubers, Full Goats here, and today I'm going to show you the new deck I picked up, Unchained. However, today I'm going to show you the Live Twin build, because until the Rarity Collection comes out, I don't have access to Prosperity, so I wanted to put a Live Twin because it gives me a draw engine in deck, which means that even if I brick, I have one more chance to catch an Unchained in my hand. So in addition to this, with the Unchained popping monsters to summon themselves, I figured the Live Twin weren't a bad shout because you can pop one of the links, then bring it back with the other one's effect, essentially giving you a free Unchained. Also, the Live Twins give you access to Griffin and other powerful Fiend links easier. So let's show you how we do this, shall we? Starting with the Live Chains, 3 Shivara, aka how to revamp an entire archetype with one powerful card. So Shivara lets you pop a back row or a Fiend monster to summon itself. When it's set to the graveyard, you can set another Unchained spell trap from your deck. So for those who don't know, Unchained basically lets you summon monsters in with their back row popped. So basically you summon this, popping a back row, summon another Unchained, make the link to and carry on your place from there. Again, this by itself makes me the deck a tier 1 deck. And complementing it, we have one copy of Shyama, which is similar to Shirava, but it summons itself in the graveyard when you pop a card. So essentially you want to summon this off of Shirava, make the link to, pop a monster, pop another card, get this back, and with the link you make another link to, and that's what your board. Obviously you don't want one of this because you can't really get this out of your hand very easily, so you don't really want to see it in your opening hand. Then we have the other dogs. We played one Disaster, and this is actually not a dog, it's the Unchained Abominable Soul. So this one I would not play again. I'd never summon this. It bricked me. It actually bricked my hand against Cashier, which caused me to lose. This is the thing you want in the side deck for certain matchups because it lets you do gives you another link during your opponent's turn. But not something you want in the main deck. This is something I quite liked going second. It helps you clear board because on summon you can pitch a card and pop one monster, meaning you can pitch a Shivara to get its effect off, or you can pitch a dead Live Twin. Also, it can come back at the end of every turn when it's destroyed. So it's a 3k body that can continuously pop cards, making it a really good card for the grind game. Those are the Unchained Souls. For the Unchained Twins, we have 3 Arua and 1 Rakea and 1 Samara. Honestly, I'd probably replace this with one of these two in the future. So, like its dog card parent, Arua is the best one. You can summon it by popping back row, and when it dies, you can add an Unchained from deck to hand. So you can push a summon from hand or deck and Unchained by mistake. So essentially you want to go, if you don't make your Live Twins, this is like what you want for your normal summon. Pretty much all of these are popping to summon monsters, but this is the best one because it's a good normal summon. This one you search off of one of your Unchained searches to carry on your plays. This gives you access to the rank 3 in rank 3 DDD or more links. For the spells for the Unchained, we have the 3 Searcher and 1 Wailing. So Wailing is mostly just used to pop with one of the Unchained monsters to get a search, because all of the Unchained cards have the effect to search a card when they're popped. So even this does, but this is also a rota for the deck, which as you get started, this and a trap is full combo with, and you get Shivara, and then just do the regular and then do a play from there. This is actually one of the best support I've seen ever go to an archetype because no matter what, it guarantees to give you access to one of your starters, either by searching into your hand or popping it for an extension. And for the traps, we're playing 3 Prison and 3 Escape. So these are the cards you mostly want to pop with Shivara. This one is a Monster Born. This one pops an Unchained on one of your opponent's monsters. So this card is a plus because it pops your opponent's monster, then pops the Unchained, giving you probably a search with Shivara or with the Ahura. This one is good in the grind. We're not popping it because you can bring back on your links or Shivara. This can help you link climb or get your engine started again. Now, if you want to play pure, you would play a Tour Guide Rhino engine here. I'm going with the Live Twin build because, like I said, they're good starters. They give you more card draw if you brick on your Unchained, because it's possible if you pop in too many traps or no Shivara, for example. So we got 2 Sunny Snitch. I played only 2 of this because I wanted to get the deck of 40 cards. You could cut the call by the grip I play instead if you want. And also, I missed the third one, so I think it went pretty well. Next we have one Kisi kill and one Kisi kill Frost and 2 regular Kisi kills, and 3 Leela's. Leela's obviously our best starter. You summon her, you can get Frost, do your Lifetime plays, and then that gives you an extra card draw on your opponent's turn to hopefully see a hand trap or an extender for the following turn. Again, the problem these cards do have is their side bursts, which means that if they do get hand trapped, it's much more difficult to go into your links, which is the big advantage the tour guide gives you with the pots. Because even if tour guide gets ashed or whatever, you can just summon another fiend, link them into the link 2, and then just go on from there. So basically, you're trading consistency on the field for more draw power and somewhat more longevity. And then we have the DDD engine, 3 contracts and 1 King Requiem. Now, some builds cut this, but in my opinion, with the Live Twins, you want more fiends to guarantee the Yama play. In addition to this could be a 1-card XC with the rank 10, which makes it a very easy way to make Zeus top of the rest of your board, as like a backup plan if your board gets outed. Then we're going to play 1 Call by the Grave, because you, again, to protect the Live Twins from hand traps mostly, but also to protect your Unchained as well. Now, a lot of some builds play things like Book of Moon, Talents. I should also play 6 hand traps, so 3 Ash and 3 Infinite Impermanence. You could also play Droll if you wanted to. I personally like these because I'd rather shut down individual plays. Because if you're playing a deck that doesn't really care about getting Drolled, because they can either grind it out or just do what's combos with hand. Whereas it can shut down a lot more. For the extra deck, we have double Yamas. This card can summon out an Unchained upon summon, and I should want to do this again. So this is one that adds from deck or grave to hand upon summon, and then when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it when a card's destroyed, and you can summon another Unchained from your hand or graveyard, and then you must pop another card to get more advantage off of your traps, your back row, and some of your Unchained monsters. This is again like Shavara, but what the deck was missing. Give the deck extension, gives them comeback potential. It's really good. In a pure build, you play 3 in this build because you want room for the Evil Twins. You only play 2. 2 of the Soul of Rage and 1 Soul of Anguish. All of these allow us to link with our opponent's monsters, making them essentially. Unfortunately, they do target, unlike Underworld Goddess would, so they're not as powerful as that card. Which, in respect, I probably should have played thinking about it. So this card lets you do it during your opponent's turn, making it a good disruption. This card does it during your own turn. So ideally, what you can do is you can go this, take your points, make this your opponent's turn, go into the line 4, get more pops. Also, they all add fiends to your hand when destroyed from the grave, so they also help you make comebacks if they do get outed, or if you pop them with your traps. Next, we have the big boy, Abomination, the card I think everybody at my locals has like 10 copies of now. This card just pops whenever. It pops, which goes right. It pops when a card is destroyed. It pops in a monster of a battle, and it pops at the end phase. This can get you 3 or 4 destructions before your second turn starts. So basically, this is great going second, but it's also decent disruption going first. Then we have the Evil Twins, 1 of each. I didn't room for more, and this is usually enough because they keep recycling themselves. This card can draw you a card from the graveyard. This one pops a card. So going first, you can go 2 Live Twins, make this, bring a Live Twin back, make this, use this, bring this back, get you 1 card draw plus the Frost Engrave, hopefully, for a second one. Or if you're going second, you can reverse that and end on this one, popping a card on the field. But you can also use this to pop an Unchained card if you're in dire straits. Like if you only open a trap on a way to make this, you can pop that, get an Unchained on the field, and try out your combos in there. And covering these, we have 1 Slightly Snitch, which is the big monster of the deck with 500 attack points, and she can send out to the graveyard, bring these 2 back. So she's 2 pieces. So she gives you a draw and an interaction during your opponent's turn, or potential or an extra 200 damage. We try to push for game. Then we have 1 Muckraker and 1 Griffin for the last of our links. Griffin, when it's linked, is a skill drain for non-linked monsters. If it's co-linked on someone, you can set a spell or trap from your graveyard by pitching a card. This means you can set up your Shavara plays, you can reset Unchained traps, you can reset Disruption with things like Impermanence, A Muckraker, you can discard a card to bring a fiend back. We can extend as well as an easy way to make this lock. Next up we have the Xyz, which is the DDs, Caesar, Darius, and Deus Machinex rather. Caesar is insane because it can negate, because twice per turn it can solemn strike opponent's monsters, because it can attach material to negate a summon effect, and it's not once per turn, so that's 2 solemn strikes in one card, essentially a solemn strike, I guess. Deus Ex can be placed on any DDD. It's a 3k body that can suck up monsters when using effects, and it gains additional effects with where is it? With this under it. It lets you gain life points and pop them once by shuffling contracts back into your deck. And because this card becomes massive with a bunch of XP control under it, you make a Zeus. Darius can pop a monster, it attacks without doing battle damage by attaching material. The Ice was back in BA back in the day as a way to outbig monsters. This is good to take out big cards your monster might struggle to beat over. And again, it's a way you can to card you can layer this onto to make a bigger Zeus. Moving on to the side deck, I'll be honest, the side deck is for my locals. I wouldn't suggest using this as like a list for your own if you're playing at a higher level event or depending what your own locals is like. So I played 2 Shared Ride. There are a lot of big combo decks that do a lot of searching in my locals, like Vanadium is by the most example. This card lets you, when they add a card into the hand, draw a card. So essentially, if you're going first, this is a pseudo maxi. Then we had 3 Book of Moons. A lot of Unchained decks main deck this, but I wanted no hand traps. You use this to protect your Unchains from Availers and Imperms. You can use this to turn off material to make things like SP Little Knights. You can use it to beat over opponent's monsters if their attacks are too high. This guy's one of the most versatile Swiss Army knife spells in the game. Next we have Harpies. This is to deal with things like Dimensional Fissure and Macrocosmos from the Cashtira player at my locals. It wipes the board with the Rescue Ace player at my locals. It can take out some volcanic cards that one player plays. And there are a lot of decks that use their field spell in my locals, like there's a tier player, a lot of runic players use the Fountain, etc. In fact, I'm actually considering in the future maybe bringing in some other back row hates, maybe Twin Twisters, so I can another way to pitch the Shyama. Shavara, not Shyama. Then we have 3 Evenly Matched for going second. This is to out things like the Rescue Ace cards. It helps against decks that make tokens. There's a Blackwing player that has a combo that makes a token. This card wipes his entire field in that case because he has to keep the token because they can't be managed face down. It's good against something like, say, Generator, for example. Same thing. In fact, as a Generator player, I always have to respect this card a lot, which is why I always make higher in that deck during my first summon. Then we have 3 Solemn Judgments. Now, people who watch the channel a lot know I use this to replace a hand trap going first. Like if I know I'm going first, I'm probably going to take out Ash, put this in for an extra disruption, because if you're going first, this is a much better substitution than Ash, because it can stop anything. And finally, 3 Anti-Spell. Again, Runic is running rampage in my locals. We got Runic Volcanic, we got Runic Kashtira, we got Runic Life Twin Sprites, we got a lot of Runic stuff. We've also got Pendulum players out there, especially with the new Zark stuff. This totally shuts that deck down. So yeah, that's really good. Again, this is very much based for my locals, and I would recommend some of these for higher level tournaments. So yeah, that was my first take on Live Twin Unchained. Is it the best build of the deck? Absolutely not. Prosperity would still be great for this deck. But I would say it's a decent first build for me. With the Rarity Collection coming out this week, I'll be definitely getting my Prospers, hopefully. So then I'll probably showcase you a pure build of the deck. And by the way, guys, the next big scripted video should be out tomorrow. It should be every card in Spell Ruler reviewed. So look forward to that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.